All right, guys, I want to try to make this as quick as I can so you can watch the video. I did not video. My goal was not to videotape there at all. I didn't bring her a tripod. I didn't bring nothing. I had my cell phone. I went there to work, get things done. And Johnny was there with Christine. They were videotaping the whole time. And by the end of the day, it was really clicking with me that I need to show what was going on here so everybody is part of family, part of our YouTube community. If they want to help, they can really understand what he's going through, what we did, and how bad it really is. So this video is going to take you through me walking through the woods. As you're going to see, a lot of stuff that's damaged was thrown around, the stuff that we gathered, how bad the creek is running now. It rained that day, and I'm thinking that creek went up about 2 feet while we're there that whole day. During the video, you're going to hear, I think, real close to the first part of the video, you're going to hear banging going on. And I never went in the house. I seen the outside. I seen the roof. It was bad. But what happened was Josh was able to get a hold of a group. I think they may travel from state to state after a big weather event that happens to help out. And he contacted them, and they came out and they tarped his whole roof for free. They provided everything. He didn't have to do nothing. Just let them work. And they tarped it. So his roof is sealed, tarped, no more leaking for now. It will need a roof replacement, and it's going to need drywall removal in the ceilings in the main living area and insulation. It's bad. So he is going to need some help. A couple things that was there was Johnny GilliamFarms, Christine, Mrs.GilliamFarms channel. The also Tish and Pooch, which is I don't know if I get them wrong. No Judgment here with Tish Ross and Full Blown Country. They showed up also. Of course, you get Josh and his kids. Trinity, she was helping out. So watch this video. I know Johnny's gonna have videos put out. Let's show Josh some support. And after this was all over and done with, we had a break. We had Johnny was loading his tractor, and he realized his trailer was broken. So guys, check out that on his channel. Yeah, you just never know what happened, and glad we caught it. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I wanted you to watch everything that went on, what I showed, and then we'll go from there. And I'll try to put all these links in the descriptions below, and I'll try to put the link of the thing that Tish did for Josh with some links that if you want to donate, you can help out with that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please watch the whole thing. It's pretty cool. It's not cool, but it's very interesting in how bad it really was. You can see the water line was right there and all that. That was full. This little car was stuck between there. It took Johnny to pick up on the front, me on the back, and we pulled it out. Everything you can see, that truck used to sit right there in that spot. But all this stuff was banged up here. Now, I'm going to tell you, remember this. The freezer that we grabbed was right over here. And I'll show you where it ended up at. Look how muddy this is. This truck used to sit right here. And I'll move back. That truck used to sit right here. And that car used to sit, I'm not too sure where the car sat. Oh, I think this car sat right there. This truck was pinned up against this tree. And the front of that, so all the water just shoved it this way. All these fans are for his hoop houses. All this stuff you see was all stacked up. It's all moved over. Every one of them's damaged. Every one of them, the fans don't flip over. They're all wrinkled. I think there's like one or two. That one looks good. As you can see, all these fans are just all bent. All this stuff. We did find his shade cloth. And that was actually almost underneath that car. All this debris, all of this was full of water. Okay, you see this trailer right here, that head of it? There's debris on top of that. So water was this high. So you're looking at 5 foot high of water. This wasn't here. Look at these trees. Up here, you can see some debris there. Oh, you can't do it. No, I can't reach nothing. But up here, there's debris. Here's Johnny's tractor. He brought his down. He said he didn't even know where that telephone pole come from. But that's on there. We did find a seat way out there. There's the freezer that he was wanting to get. It's no good. No good at all. Everything you see, we've taken out so far. All right, everything. Everything you see here ended up down in there. That is not the creek bed. Well, that's like a dried creek bed right now. I'll show you where we hauled out that freezer from. Can you all see that cardboard right there? That freezer was up that way. We cut a tree down, which was right here. Johnny went down with his tractor first. He hooked on and lifted up the nose, and then he was getting stuck, and then I hooked my chain up to it, and we dragged up this way, and I was getting stuck, but we finally got him up. Okay, the water, it rained here. Let me show you something. See if I can't go around here safely. Look at that. That water was half that high earlier. It's been raining here all day. We're probably dried up now, but yes. Let's go out to the woods. I think we're done. We're all tired. We're wiped out. We've moved a lot of stuff. This here is so soupy. But all that stuff that we got right here, actually all there, pallets, all that stuff right there. I'm going to hand arms and away. Everything you see, all those propane tanks, I'll show you where that stuff was. All these water tanks, I'll show you where they all were. Everything, all this was, some of this was here, but let's walk out here. Somehow, half that debris I just pointed to, this is the trail we made. Look, there's some of that stuff there. Guys, let me show you something. Let's go over here. How did... They had a trampoline that's behind the house, okay? How did it end up there? It's in this creek. Look at the water. Here's a chicken coop. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. That trampoline is still together. It had to come through this way, but we don't know because of so much debris that we moved. We can't even attempt to remove it. We were going to try to get that out of the way. We can't because of so much water pressure going against it. We can't get that out. Look at the stuff. Tires, stacks of tires, 2 tires sitting there. This is not Josh's property. This is a neighbor's property that we're trying to clear out. Little kid car thing. Look at this. That's a round bale of hay. We're behind another person's house, which, like I said, he's trying to clear. That's a good-looking chicken coop. That came from Tractor Supply. We think it's salvageable, but we just can't pull it out now because of the water. There's barbed wire laying everywhere. There's one of his beehives. He's missing 3 more pieces, I believe. I'm going to stop and kind of go slow here. You see all this debris? We'll walk over there. That's the doghouse. There's another brown bale of hay. Look at this. Watch. I'm going to count. Hopefully I'm seeing it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 basketballs lined up in a row right in front of that cart. How the heck did that happen? 4 of them. See the blue end pallets? There's probably 10 on the other side of this creek deal here. All this debris is his. And this is what we're into. I think everybody's tied up. They're all out there. There's a I don't know if it's a company, but it's people that come over here to help people that got involved with the storm, and they do free tarping of roofs, and they are over here right now tarping his roof for free. That's an electrical timer. All right, guys, we're gonna come on through here. Here's that creek that was rushing waters. There's stuff right there. I got my camera focused. Maybe I can focus in a little bit more. Let me pause this. All right. Hopefully maybe you guys see better what I'm looking at. But all this debris, these pallets are his. They're his. How did they come through here? That is his totes. He has soil for gardening is in all those. Some kind of a deck. Let me show you this up here. Whoa. Here's a neighbor's target practice. Look at the tires. This isn't somebody else's. This is another neighbor's backyard. All the debris. There's a steel fencing, guard fencing up there. I maybe not be pointing right, but I'm pointing in the direction. We can't get to that stuff over there. It's too much water. We can't get on that side. Look at the debris. Maybe you guys can see that fencing better. It's, you know, too bright. It's one of those steel gates. It's a red steel gate. How that ended up there. Look at the tree on top of this fencing right there. I'm gonna walk over here and show you this. All right. They have a doghouse they've been trying to find. Here's another tire. That is his tires. Here's another pallet. Another tire. All right. There's their doghouse, okay? There's the base to the doghouse. This is the area we found all those propane tanks. They were up around right here. I think we found 4 total. Another thing I'm going to show you. Look at these trees. The bark is off of them. So that means all the water, debris, everything that was hitting this area was stripping the trees of the bark. Here's another tree over there. Oh no, yeah, there's another tree right there that's broken. But look at this doghouse. How the heck? Look at the way the grass is folded over. All right. Some of the stuff is his. Now, the stuff that's up there in the hill, he said it's his neighbors threw that stuff over the hill, I guess. He said it's not his, but all this buckets and all that stuff is his. Look at the doghouse. Somehow we got to get that back. And the only thing we can think of, in a couple of months, when this all dries out, we come up this creek bed. That goes up that way. It's the only way, because I think that's how this come here. If you look at the grass, it's all pushed this direction. So that came through somehow. Look, more pallets completely stacked. 3 of them. Perfect. That's crazy. And look at the tree barks stripped. There's more of those trees around here too. Got another one right here. That big tree I can see from right there, it's stripped of its bark. Up about 10 foot tall, bark's gone. Look at all these pallets. These are pallets that he uses for his business. That plastic tray, that's for his greenhouse for growing. Those are out here. We were out here grabbing them. We know that one there, and we know of 2 more that's sitting further in somebody else's property back there. Crazy, guys. He went through. There's that other. I think I told you about that one, straw bale hay right there, or grass hay. Sorry. And there's another one. And those basketballs I talked about a little while ago, right around the corner. That's crazy to see the bark off these trees. He said there's some things here he's never seen before, so he believes they came from somewhere else up the stream and they've dumped over here. I know he wants a tote, but it's 2,000-3,000 pounds. He's going to have to hand empty that of the soil into other barrels and then get that. There's no way we can carry it. We can't get our tractors back here. It's too soft. We'll get stuck. When I first got here this morning, I think I got here at 9 o'clock, and it was pouring rain. And Josh and I walked back here, and we're looking. And your boots sank. And I told Josh, I can't go down in that hole down there to go get this freezer, because it's going to, I'm going to get stuck. And see, here's another tree with the bark off of it. Right there. And so we start picking stuff up by hand, and then I found out Johnny was on his way, and he had his tractor. So at that point I knew we can have at least, I'm thinking right now, what? See the muds? It's bad. It's going to take a crew, a lot of people to volunteer. I know I'll be back, but the ground has to be. Let me show you where I'm walking right now. Look, I just stepped right there just now. The ground's gonna have to be drier before we can get back here with tractors. I told them, I said, one tractor can't come. It's gonna have to be 2, because if one gets stuck, the other one's gonna have to pull them out. All right, one more time the creek bed. Crazy. I didn't do no videoing while we're working until we're getting ready to leave, or I believe we're done for today. We're very tired. We'll have to come back definitely. At first I thought this blew into, but I think it looks like a trailer house frame. I think someone dumped it there and backfilled it with concrete that maybe stopped that wall from caving in. But at first I thought that that went there, and I said no, it was already there, because it looks like it's just tucked in there. I think I remember him saying something. They found another one, and it was all broke apart up top. Here's some more of his stuff. Guys, there's so much stuff. Yeah, there's another one of those frames right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So whoever owns this was doing that to try to protect their property, or washing away. I don't know how long this tree's been here. I'm getting stuck in barbed wire. You guys can see it's everywhere. I'm going to zoom you back out. All right, there. Look at that. And you can see how the water come up this way. I don't know how long that tree's been down. Been down a while, I think. And there's all the stuff. His house is up that way. It's too bad we couldn't get this right now, though. But it's just the water's running too much. You can't push against it. It's hard to believe. Here's the neighbor's house right there. I don't know if you all can see it. It's hard to believe The amount of water, the force of water, everything. His fencings are all down. This would be the neighbor's back fence, but still his fencings are down. And this is where, look how deep that, you can see our feet. We had to put pallets so we could walk. This is where the freezer was right back here. And it came from that spot that I talked about way over there. Look at that mud. This was packed full of junk, this whole area. We retrieved all those. Those are for his growing in his high tunnel here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, and 2 of those over there. And we think there's 2 to 4 more of those out in the woods. Some of them he does not know where they're at. We dragged all this out. Everything you see right here, we dragged out. And some of this other stuff. Here's the propane tanks we grabbed. They found that compressor way down there somewhere. All those garden hoses you should see right there were right down in the brush right here, all tangled up. All this cardboard you see is what he uses for his watermelon business, so they're all gone. We told him make a burn pile, make a scrap pile. All this we took out. It's too bad. It's too bad. All full, it's nasty. Think he was gonna scrap this out. The compressor area, everything in there, that's where it's all at. All the goodies is all full of leaves and mud, everything. Look at this stuff. And of all things, the canoe never made it no further than right there. Who figured, huh? I think that's one of the B things right there, I believe. All those tires we found. But all those fans, from what he said, were stacked up all together. And they're blown everywhere. That air conditioner was up somewhere else. It wasn't there, it floated there. That air conditioner goes to those high tunnels. This trailer is supposed to be a friend's that they were holding personal belongings in. Oh, they did say the water level, I'll step back, was at it. I can't remember if it was at it or just right there, one of the two. But I'm going to step back so you can see it. That will be about 5 foot tall, how high up the water was. All right, let's turn. Can you see how high up off the ground that is? They said this whole thing was flooded. And this is somebody else's property that they parked here. They're storing for them. I don't know if they're moving here. I don't understand. I don't know. All right. Look at this. That's us trying to get through here. All right, guys. Josh's house. We'll be back again.